Hello, everybody. It is great to be here one more time today. And my name is Gary Fowler, and I am the CEO, president, and founder of GSD Get You Done Venture Studios, a premier AI and quantum venture studio located in the heart of Silicon Valley. We believe that intellectual capacity is evenly spread around the world, but opportunities are not. So with that, I have an incredible guest today. I'd like to introduce Lubos. Lubos is a serial entrepreneur. He's a 3D vision guy. He loves running Sanezoo. It's a deep tech company that delivers flexible machine vision and robotic solutions. These are based on leading edge machine learning, advanced image analysis, and electronics, designed in-house by his team. So he's addressing issues like 3D picking, inspection, robotic guidance, and the key to building manufacturing 4.0 or a flexible factory. So with that, I'd like to bring Lubos on board. Hi, Lubos. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you, Gary, for the nice introduction.
Sure. I have a question for you. Why in the world did you go to Denison High School in Texas?
I wonder how did you dig it out? Yeah, very nice. It was a very nice years of exchange program in the old days, many years ago. I don't even want to tell you how many decades it was.
Well, I think it was 1992 to 1993, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah,
30 years ago.
right. Yeah, that was 3 decades ago. That's right.
Yeah, so our
Very nice moment.
So now, when you went down there, did you ride horses? Did you look at it and say, "Boy, they got some real serious cowboys down here"?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they had very serious cowboys, but they also had jet skis on Lake Texoma. They also had water skis, and they also had American football, and yeah, very nice days.
Now, did you play any sports when you were down there? Did you go on the football team?
No, but I played tennis a lot. Yeah, I used to be a very good tennis player, and I enjoyed playing tennis at the time.
Now, did you go out and ride horses though? You didn't do any horses?
No, I did all the lake.
The lake stuff. Now, what's the difference in cultures between the Czech Republic and Texas? Was it similar?
No, it was completely different. And I think you know that well because you spent some time in the old days, in the probably, if not 80s, maybe 90s in Central Europe. So
yeah, no, I spent time, and even up to 2015, I was there. So, but
right.
What were the differences that came out? And you came in, so you dropped down in this town in Texas, so you land, and what do you say? Man, this is way different.
Yeah, of course, everything was different in terms of schooling, culture, cars, shops, of course, grocery stores, even completely different things, restaurants, the food, Tex-Mex, of course.
Now, did they teach you how to eat the hot sauce, the really good stuff with the ghost peppers and jalapenos and habaneros? And did you get into that? And they want to test you and see how much you could eat?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and the 2-inch beefsteaks. Yeah.
Yeah, they have real good steak there, don't they?
Yeah, and barbecue and Texan barbecue, and yeah, it was
ribs and everything.
Ribs on everything. So I also gained a lot of weight during that time, and but I'm doing much better now. Yeah. So
you gained weight. You were over there, and what was your favorite thing when you went over there and you come in and you look at the cuisine? What was the thing you said, man, this is really tasty? I've never had, besides a 2-inch steak.
Well, they still have they call it chicken fried steak. It's a beef steak, deep fried beef steak, like make a chicken fried steak with white cream gravy,
Oh,
and
biscuits,
that
you
is
get biscuits too.
and some biscuits, of
Oh,
course, and fries and potatoes and whatever. And if I was traveling last year a lot around the states, tried to have chicken fried steaks around the states,
mhm.
and I just had to go to Texas to have the real chicken fried steak in the
Now,
world.
how was that, Lubos? You come down. You haven't been to Texas for a while. How did it taste when you grabbed that chicken fried steak and those biscuits and everything? How was that?
It was, yeah, it was completely different. And for some reason, no one else can do the takes than in Texas. There is actually in Denison, Texas, there is this little small restaurants. Probably from tomorrow, they will have a lot of guests coming from all around Texas and Oklahoma to try the chicken fried steaks in the City Limits restaurant.
City Limits. So remember, everybody, the City Limits restaurant. Lubos has given us a 5-star. Lubos out of 5. What do you think?
Probably 6 out of 5. Yeah.
Now do they know you down there when you come in there and you say, "Remember? Do you remember me?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They remember me, but of course not the personnel working there. That they changed in the 3 decades. They rotated a lot. Yeah.
Now, do you still have friends down in Denison, Texas?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have several. Yeah. I have a number of friends. Some of them moved out to Dallas, Texas. Some of them stayed in Denison, Texas. And yeah, it was very nice meeting them again last year.
And how long did you live there?
I spent a year and then some months later on. So in total, probably 1.5 or 2 years even.
Could you live there?
Uh, that, that's a tricky question. That's a tricky question. Yeah, probably yes.
Yeah, and you've eaten a lot of chicken fried steak, huh?
No, that's yeah, with double cream gravy.
Oh my God, that sounds
Yeah,
great.
and yeah.
So you did that, and then you go back to Brno University. How was it? So making the transition back, did you want to leave Texas to go back?
Uh, yes, I did. I actually explored a little bit the U.S. universities. I visited some friends. I spent a few weeks at the universities, and then with the family in the Czech Republic, with my parents and grandmother still in the Czech Republic, and a good, I would say, program at the technical universities, namely in the computer science and electrical engineering. I made the educated and wise decision to go back for the school,
Oh,
and
that's great.
and graduated after some years. I graduated from the Technical University of Brno.
So you graduated in 1999, and then you go off to Philips Electron Optics, and you spend a little over a year there. So how was it? So you went in, you started designing and coding in C++, right? Electron microscopes. What? So how was it, and what made you to move on? So you moved over to Phoenix. What? How was it working for a big company like Philips?
Yeah, it was actually that experience wasn't a not typical corporate or corporation, and it was a nice combination of physics and computer science, as well as optics, and a lot of design things. So we had a great team, and I enjoyed it actually. And I just wanted to move on and tried uh, a few more different things around. Yeah, and to work with the big data, to with the data analytics, etc., etc. Right.
So you went to Phoenix Healthcare Intelligence. You spent a couple of years there, a year and 5 months. Then you go over and you do work in Austria. Did you live in Austria?
Yeah, I spent usually I spent the working week in Austria for some time. Yeah, from Monday to Friday, or from Tuesday to Thursday at least. So it was the early days where commuting was not that common.
And how was that? So how was it living in Austria? So how was Austria compared to Texas?
Well, they,
Now, I got a
there
question.
is one thing which is very similar, and this is actually what they call schnitzel. Yeah,
I was going to say Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Wiener Schnitzel is not beef, but it's pork or veal, and it doesn't come with the cream gravy. And yeah, it's a different meal actually. It seems from a first perspective it's very similar, but it's a different meal.
So you got your Wiener Schnitzel over there. Now I got a question for you. Did you buy a pair of cowboy boots, Lubos? Did you buy off? Because they like cowboy boots in Texas.
Yeah, they like that. I just bought a cowboy hat, very
You
nice
bought a
cowboy.
hat. And did you wear that hat?
I did wear the hat, yes.
Yeah. And you would wear it to school and everything.
I did wear it sometimes to school, yeah.
Yeah. So
But
you became a real cowboy, huh?
yeah, but not on daily basis. No.
Huh. So then you went to IDA, and you were doing you built a software development center, and you did that. So what lessons did you learn going from project management to software development?
uh Yeah, well, it was basically from project management to people management, to building teams, to find the right managers, to build a management team actually that would work together, and we would build a very good competencies in general. So it was also partially about finding the and finding the right team members, and mentoring actually the team members, and setting up the organization, setting up the processes that are necessary for running each of the organizations. And many of those were actually team related or HR related processes more than anything else.
Wow. So you did that. You spent about 7 years there. You did lighting, which is your company. You did for a couple of years. And you were doing the projects and products. So how was that after having your own company and then going to this event ticket system company? How was that? Did you sell it, or what happened with that company?
Well, we sold some. Yeah, we had a number of customers, sold them our system, but yeah, well, we decided to shut it down, and not, I would say, not scalable enough, and uh, not unique, and not, I would say, um, interesting enough, and namely because everybody can do ticketing, everybody can do, yeah, payment systems or banking or whatever.
Oh, that's great. So then you did Verity. So what happened with Verity? I know you were you were doing the long-term product vision of this IoT stuff, and you're doing building access control systems. So you did that. What happened there? Because you were there 2 years and 2 months. Did you decide
Yeah.
to shut it down, or did you migrate into another company?
Well, we decided to, yeah, leave it dormant, I would say. Some applications, the same with the ticketing system, yeah. And we had some difficulty with the hardware design at the time as well. And I was, well, yeah, it didn't work as we were projecting for.
And so, what lessons did you learn, Lubos, as you're going down through? You've been around 30 years, you know, with companies. What lessons did you learn when you went from the lighting to Verity? What lessons were learned? So you had two companies back to back, and one you shut down, the other one's dormant. What lessons did you learn?
Well, I learned, I think, two lessons, and one of them is that it is crucial, and one of the most important thing is to have a competent, loyal, and motivated, and I would say enthusiastic team that has that shares the same vision and the same values and can work together, and competent, of course, to have the product working and production ready. And the other lesson was to have to be unique, yeah, and that actually fuels me. It's like a fuel. It inspires me, and not only myself but also the whole team. And if we can communicate not only with the customers and investors but also with the whole team, what we're building and why it is unique, and what is the purpose of the company, that's very important to do. And this is what I learned. Yeah, so I didn't do well at the time in those areas, and so I concentrate on the thing that I'm doing much better this time.
Great. Why did you learn Greek?
I love Greece. I have a lot of Greek friends. I actually was, and I'm still an early investor in one of the Greek companies that is doing WordPress WordPress hosting. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I spent time. My mother's Greek, and we spent some time in Greece too, in the Peloponnese and Peloponnese and all this stuff. So, been there. In fact, I was supposed to go tomorrow night to my Greek uncle's house. He was going to make me pastizo and moussaka and everything else, but I got too much to do. Anyhow, that's interesting. So you learn Greek. You learn Greek because of your friends. Then you go down through and you start Sanezoo. So how in the world did you go from Verity to doing automated visual inspection and part handling? How in the world does that happen? Did you just think, oh, overnight, I'm going to do something totally different. Let me think about this. And why, by the way, you say you're in Cincinnati metropolitan area. Is it located in Cincinnati or is it in the Czech Republic still?
Well, okay. So we founded this Sanezoo company with a friend of mine, and with a university pal 5.5 years ago, and we had a great time on one of the projects that we did for hire for guiding vehicles on airports, and then we said, okay, let's we loved doing that. It was a hardware and software product, and we said, okay, let's do something together because we will have fun again. And
So you
after,
wanted to do it to have fun.
yeah.
So what,
We
these are your Greek friends? Are these your Greek buddies? Is this all tied together with your Greek thing, or is this a different group?
It's a different group. It's a Czech, the Brno University, actually, University Pal, very intelligent person, very high IQ. I'm not allowed to speak about his IQ, but his
Nobody's listening. Go ahead. It's
yeah,
okay.
it's around 180. Yeah, so yeah. Well, I have a story that is with him, and he just walks in to take this IQ test, and walks away, and he said, "No, I'm not happy with this IQ test. I found 3 mistakes, and then I cannot do the tests like that, because I just see that somebody else is making mistakes when creating these tests."
Wow, that's great. Yeah. So did he pass it or fail it?
I think it's not measurable. Yeah. So
So
yeah.
he took the test. He got 180, and that's it. So now that's great. So you formed this company. How many customers do you have with Sanezoo now?
I think we have more than 10 customers at this time, and namely in the manufacturing space or vertical, and those some of those are very prestigious and big names as automotive worldwide automotive suppliers, well known.
Like who do you have?
Yeah, like we work with companies like Bosch, ZF, Magna, and yeah, and other automotive, Volkswagen, yeah, and other automotive companies. Yeah.
So you work with some of the. So what lessons did you learn? So you've gone down through and gotten these deals. You've got some revenue today with these.
Mhm.
How business?
I'm sorry. What is the
How is
question?
business? How is business?
How I made the business, or how
No,
we
how
made it?
is business? How is it growing? Is it
Oh
slow?
yeah. Oh yeah. It is growing. Yeah. The companies want to automate as much as possible. Some of them, not all of them, I have to say. And but usually there are a lot of things that still needs to be automated, and some of the use cases that we addressing now with our products are really uh, the problems that the customers have for years. Yeah, so they've been trying to find a suitable solution for a few years, and they have given up. And now Sanezoo is coming to some of the clients of us, and uh, yeah, and show them what we can do.
That's fantastic. It reminds me of a cartoon song. I remember a long time I was again. Here we are to save the day. So Saint Zeus
Yeah,
coming in, and you're like the superhero coming in. That's
yeah.
great.
Well, thank
So
you. Yeah.
what's the you like robotics, perception, like 3D vision, classifying objects, and other kind of things in many industries, from manufacturing to healthcare, from construction, agriculture to logistics and automotive. So if you go down through and you look at it, of course, inspection is really important. Being able to pick the right product, the right place, the right time is important.
Hmm.
Robotic guidance is important. And of
Hmm.
course, the whole idea is a robotic flexible factory. But what do you see happen over the next 2 to 3 years? Where does Sanezoo fit into what's happening on the planet as we start to get into this more integrated model, intelligent integrated model?
Well, yeah, and you said that flexible manufacturing, and namely the industry 4.0 and smart manufacturing, it's something that that everybody is is talking about now, and it's on the agenda of many manufacturing companies. But what I feel is very essential is that in order to build a industry 4.0 factory or flexible factory, you have to have the components which are flexible. Yeah. So what it means is that you have to think about delivering into the factories not the machines and robotic cells as they are being delivered now as a single purpose machines or I would say fixed assembly lines or anything like that, but rather to deliver machines, components, and products that you can take in the manufacturing line and easily and flexibly and very in a fast manner you can repurpose them or use them actually for a new use case, for a new line of products that you start manufacturing from tomorrow, or you change you adjust to the new requirements that your customers, not the manufacturers, but the customers of the manufacturers needs.
Yeah, no, I understand. And flexibility is going to be important. Modularity is going to be important. And being able to connect the world together is going to be important.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we go from 8.1 billion to 13 billion people over the century, and the needs dramatically increases places like Africa, where population will go from 1.4 billion up, right? Fastest growing population in the world. We got to be able to have incredible manufacturing. We have to do it fast. You know, they talked about just in time, but it's got to be not just in time. It's got to be on real time, right there at the time, to be able to shift, to be able to remain competitive. So, you know, Sanezoo's doing a great job. Sounds like you got the right kind of customer base. You got marquee customers, Bosch, Volkswagen, Magna, moving in those direction. But for all of you out there, the key is going global. How do you get the right marketing and sales and business development and visibility to take it to the next levels? Sometimes you can have the right product, but if you got that product in your garage and people never see it, it's just a product for you. Get out there, get stuff done, go out and talk to folks, go out and write about it, become an industry expert, go out and show how you can dramatically increase the opportunity. If you have a financial impact, show it. If you have an impact that's going to make things more efficient for people in terms of flexibility in factories, show it. But when it's all said and done, it comes down to the bottom line. So, Lubos, you're doing a great job. We're coming up to the top of the hour. So, closing thoughts, and how do people get a hold of Lubos and Sanezoo?
Yeah. You can hold of me on best probably on LinkedIn. If you spell it right, you will you will find me on the LinkedIn very easily. I'm happy to connect with you and help you solve not only the quality problem but also the problem with the availability of human resources and there are so many people missing on the job market today and so many open positions not filled in the manufacturing.
No, you're completely right. And we've got to go down through and we've got to use these automated processes. We got to use these tools to be able to make better, more quickly. We got to be able to manufacture those products, and we got to do it from everywhere. So thank you very much, Lubos. Thanks for taking your time out of your busy schedule. And to all my audience out there, my name is Gary Fowler, and I'm the CEO, president, and founder of GSD Get You Done Venture Studios. We'll be back again next week with another exciting edition. Stay happy, stay safe, and stay healthy. You can see us at gsdvs.com And again, my name's Gary Fowler. See you later. Back at you next Tuesday. Take care. Thanks, Lubos. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.